So it's 4:30 now. So first of all, that thermometer says that. Oh, and it's dry, 42% humidity. And let's have a look at the other one. Oh, sorry. That's upstairs. One moment, please. Zoom. Okay, so what temperature we got there? 6 degrees. I believe it was 6 degrees yesterday. 10.5. It's pretty cold. But at least it was warm enough. Got a lift. Went to the supermarket. Got lots of greens. And beef meatballs and some pancetta. So what I did is I made a beef and bacon stir fry with cabbage and bean sprouts. And so that's cooking away now. So I'm not too worried about being cold because that'll warm me up. Oh, and there's plenty of ginger in it and that'll warm me up too. So yeah, I got myself a nice stir fry. Just bubbling away. Now, I normally do this before I start the video, but I've been busy. Oh God, my arms ache. But anyway, let's give it a riddle. Riddle me this. What runs all around but stays still? Think on that. What runs all around but stays still? And another one, see if you know this one. What has a mouth that never closes? What has teeth but never eats? These are two different things, by the way. I think tomorrow is Ash Day. Anyway, let's see if one can have a fire. Is that? Oh, that's yeah, that's Coke. Let's see if one can have a fire without resorting to firelight. Well, there's always firelighters. Be it tinder, be it white spirit, be it a flamethrower. There's always something what lights the fire. But let's see if we can do it with paper. A little bit of dry citrus peel. I've got another one there. That's going to be a bit of hydration because my kidneys are telling me I need some. And some greaseproof paper. Yeah. Oh, I see Steam's recommended me a horrible game called Poppy Playtime. I thought that was just a meme. That. See that? Well, you can't because my phone's hiding it. But that's nice and thin. That'll burn quite good. Quite easily. Oh, look, this one. Look. Yep, that's exactly what we need. 2 small bits of thin wood. So I'll just put that there and that there. That comes later. Let's see, what are the thin... This is a nice thin bit of wood. There we go. That's an 1/8 of an inch. For my French audience, that would be, what, 3 or 4 millimeters? Une huitième de une pouce. Ça c'est une pouce. Mais c'est plus long qu'une pouce. Anyway, back to English. That's a nice one as well. Okay, I think we got enough now. Let's get it lit. Let's be nice and lazy and just use the torch. So I've got some waxed paper from Co-op with some pastrami that I once had. Although there's no pastrami in there now. Bruh, excuse me. Went quite nicely with some pickled onions, mayonnaise, and got some half-price pita bread. So I had that. Let's give it a poke. Just poke that in there. So when it burns, hopefully the heat will rise over. Because it's all well and good if it burns, but if it doesn't catch light to the wood that's above it, not particularly useful. Yeah. I got some low alcohol cider and I got some normal alcohol cider. Or as an American audience, seeing as you're half of my audience, that's what you call hard cider. I'm surprised you don't call it fermented hard cider, just to add extra redundancy to it. Fermented hard cider derived from apples, what has ethanolic acid in it. I mean, it's cider. You make a cider from apples, and you leave it, and it ferments spontaneously. You don't. This idea of it being hard cider is just why. It's like that thing saying it's real estate. What as opposed to, oh no, I'm looking to buy some not real estate. I want to buy some make-believe estate. Well, I suppose that's a thing now, seeing as the metaverse is this multi-billion-dollar project, which looks almost as good as Second Life. So well done. The company formerly known as Facebook, now known as Meta. I'm sure it's very good. Anyway, I think that's going to go. I think a clementine is nicer cold. So, one moment, please. You know, imagine the to the Batcave transition. Adam West Batman was good. I need to watch some episodes of that. Maybe I'll find some on YouTube. Good thinking, boy Robin. I watched The Master Grand Wizard, the defeater of the ISIS and the KKK, King Cobra JFS, whose magic wands, he's making a bunch of them now, and I know this because I was watching a video of him making them, and it was fascinating to watch the master at work. I only watched a little bit of it, mind you, but from what I saw was the usual setup in his room, the camera in its usual position, and him on the other side of the room with his lathe, with his back to the camera, so you couldn't see him working on the lathe, and judging by the noises he was making, he was going too fast, and, oh no, sorry, I say he's going too fast, but I'm not a master satanic wizard like him, who uses his dark powers for good. Like waving his wand at a traffic light to make it change colour. Yes. Yep. King Cobra JFS, everybody. He's a famous YouTube celebrity. And everybody is jealous of his dark evil powers. Yep, sure are. But what channels do you like watching? What entertains you on the YouTube? I'll tell you two of the channels I really enjoy. They're sort of related, and they're both doing something which I find very satisfying. One's called Drain Addict, who's an Australian, not quite a plumber. He's a drain specialist, and he goes around unblocking sewage drains, and yeah, it's very good because you see there's a blocked drain. He does his stuff, and it's an unblocked drain, and he goes, all good, and it's very nice. You know, he's a good bloke, and he trusts in Jesus, our Lord and Saviour. So I like the guy. And then there's another one, and he deals with storm drains and culverts, and I still don't know what a culvert is. And his name is Post 10. He's an American, and he goes around. And he gets very excited about unblocking these drains and going, wow, look at the flow. And you know what? I share in his enthusiasm because nothing much is happening. You get your rakes out, you get your hands wet, you pull stuff out, and suddenly there's a massive rush of water. which, as he points out, due to differential pressures, you've got to be careful of, because it can suck you under with such force that you can't get above and you can drown. So they both take risks, and they both keep civilization functioning. I enjoyed those channels quite a lot. Another one I enjoy is called Cougars Travel. He's just a Japanese chain anorak, and well, I suppose other public service too. Not really buses, because there's nothing special about them, but he likes going on ferries and trains, especially sleeper cabs, and just shows you what the trains are like in various parts of the world. Started off with Japan, which has got some rather nice trains. They take pride in them and they keep them clean and tidy. Then he goes to other parts of the world and he goes on their trains. Like there was one he went from, was it Amsterdam to Oslo, or was it Germany to Denmark? But anyway, he went on one of those as well, and so he got some shots of going over. First it's a tunnel, so there's nothing much to see there. Then it's a bridge, and there's an artificial island, which I think they call Pipperholm, because the one to the north of it is called Saltholm. And that connects Denmark to Sweden. And yeah, I enjoy watching that. What I like about his videos, which is unfortunately something you're not going to get with my content, is he doesn't talk. He just, subtitles underneath, and it's very relaxing. I really do enjoy that. It probably would be relaxing if he talked, especially as he's Japanese. I wouldn't understand a word of it, so if he's got a mellifluous voice, it'd be like a melody. Yeah. Those are the channels I enjoy at the moment. I enjoy ones about classic cars and car modification as well. Oh. Let's get another log. Put that in there. And of course I enjoy King Cobra JFS, the dark satanic wizard, the #1 Ozzy Osbourne fan, super autistic, smells good, great with the ladies, never mind the 5-beer dry spell, gothic bad boy of Casper, Wyoming. Yes, he is the move aside PewDiePie. It is time for King Cobra JFS. Let's have a look. Let's just see what it is that I peruse on the YouTubes. Is there anything I could recommend? What can I recommend? Just loading up the thing here. An advert for Johnny Walker Black Label. Was that rum? Plays a mafia boss, Mafia City. No. Oh yeah, this is quite a good one. I know this is Boomer Vision, but primarily it's this. But BBC. Oh, sorry about that. You've moved your phone slightly. Let's scroll all the way to the top. Here it is, 1971, BBC Archive. It's Tomorrow's World. And it's not going to focus, so that's okay. We don't need to focus. Got anything else that's interesting? Using diesel heaters, yep, that's interesting. I'm subscribed to my friends' channels as well. They do various. They talk about things that. Oh yeah, this is something that's good, right? So this is a bloke, and his job is a horseshoes, and he looks after hooved animals. So he inspects them and cuts them out, and so that, and then he sometimes he puts them in a plastic shoe until their hoof recovers, which I found very interesting, because I thought at a certain point, why not just say, go, well, the animal's for slaughter, so just put it in slaughter. This is post 10, and of course it's not going to focus, because why would one want to do such a thing as focus on text? But anyway, post 10, written just like you'd expect post to be. I'm getting recommendations for learner drivers, which I find amusing. Oh well, it doesn't help to what's it called? Doesn't help to revise. Doesn't hurt to revise. Mighty Car Mods, the Australian car modders, yeah. Garage 54, the Russian car modders. What is this? Meditations of the Anxious Mind? I'm not familiar with that. I must have subscribed to it for some reason. What else? Is there anything here which I think... Breaking Bad, but it's dubbed with Half-Life sound effects. Yeah, I'm sure that's funny. Dog needs an emotional support rat during grooming. Alright. Retro hard. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, so this is some Central European. He likes experimenting with retro hardware, and he's got a floppy disk drive for a little tiny laptop. Yep. Oh, and of course covers of Boards of Canada songs, and when I looked at this I thought, wow, I need a microKORG, because so much of Boards of Canada can be done with microKORG. What else? Well, that's it really. I enjoy the engineering and practical side of YouTube. I haven't seen many of those videos recently, but I quite enjoy the ones where they get rusty old tools and they so I'm trying to do this. Tell you what, pause. Right, I'm very pleased with this. I know it's no benefit to it, but when you've got a peel and it's just one continuous length, that's good fun. But as I was saying, I enjoy watching tool restoration. Rusty old tool, take it apart, take the rust off, have a look, see if there's any pitting, do some restoration, do stuff with the wood, paint it all up, put it back together again, sharpen blades if there's blades, and enjoy a clementine slice. Oh yeah. Segment, I should say. Look at that. That's the fire, that is. Just realised this has almost been 20 minutes, so I bet I need to check on my cooking. Right. Rude to talk with one's mouth full. Anyway, goodbye.